Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining us. My name is Jimmy. I'm here from the HSS Sports Safety Team. I'm so happy to have you here to exercise with me. I'm going to be giving you some coaching cues, some tips as we go. Do your best to follow along. Hey, quick positive thought for you to think about today is just work hard. Do the best that you can. Don't worry about me. If you're working out with some other people in the same room as you, don't worry about them. Just worry about yourself. Do the best that you can today. Hey, you're not going to need any equipment for this exercise video today. You're just going to need some open space. Make sure you've got some space, safe open space around you, some comfortable clothes, and your sneakers. That's all you're going to need. Did you know that your brain is in complete control of the way that you move your body? Try bending and straightening your arm just like this. Try wiggling your fingers. The reason you're able to do that is because your brain is telling your body to do that. So as we go through our exercises today, I want you to focus on using your brain to do the exercises that I'm asking you to do to the best of your ability. So use that brain to control your body as we go today. And what do you say? Let's get started. All right, our first exercise, we're going to be marching in place. I want you to stand up nice and tall, and I want you to lift your opposite arm and opposite leg, just like I am right now. All right, control that body. You know what, let's challenge ourselves a little bit. Maybe let's try to hold up at the top each time. I'm gonna twist myself to go from the side so you can see how I look. Remember, opposite arm, opposite leg. I want you to pull that head up towards the ceiling. Do the best you can to have great posture. All right, shake those legs out if you need to. We're gonna go on to our next exercise, which is gonna be heel-toe walking. It sounds simple, but we're just focused on balancing for right now. So what I want you to do is literally just put one foot right in front of the other. We're gonna do the best we can to keep ourselves upright. You can put your hands out like I have them. You can put your hands on your hips. All right, and then we're just gonna turn and do the same thing going back. Very good. You guys are doing a great job. Try not to bump into anything. And now I want you to try to look straight ahead. Don't look down at your feet. Once you feel comfortable, you may notice your feet are rocking a little bit, but hey, just try to control your body. Very good. Excellent. I'll come back to the center for you. Our next exercise is going to be a butt kick. So we're going to get you moving a little bit. We're going to be focused on getting the back of our foot, our heel, to kick up and hit ourselves in the butt. So we're going to get moving a little bit. We're going to have our arms pumping. So we're just going to do this. It's like we're running in place, getting the back of our foot right up to our behind. And I want you to notice as I'm doing this, I've got good alignment. My ear, my shoulder, and my hip, they all make a straight line. And when those three things make a straight line, you know my spine is straight. And that's really good. I'll face the front and I'll keep going. All right, you can see I'm making sure that I'm putting my feet right underneath my hips. All right, they're not out to the side. My knees aren't collapsing together. All right, very good. Excellent. Now we're going to move on to a couple balance exercises. So the first one we're going to do is called a single leg balance. We're going to put our hands on our hips just like this. I'm going to stare right at you guys in the camera, and I want you to look right back at me into your screen. So we're going to stand up nice and tall. Hold that right leg up as best as you can. If you're having trouble balancing, I want you to think about squeezing these muscles right here, and it'll help you get your balance. Very good. Let's switch sides. Anybody still trying to catch their breath from that last exercise? All right, that's okay. Very good. A couple more seconds here. We are almost finished. And very good. Now, this next exercise, you've probably done it many times before. It's called a plank. All right. Now, it may not be too hard to balance when you're doing a plank, but the more we do planks, the more we do them the right way, it's going to make it much easier for us to balance because it's going to make the core, the middle of our body right here, it's going to make it a whole lot stronger. So I want you to keep your body in a straight line. So all the way from the top of your head down to the bottom of your feet. We want that to be a straight line. If you know what a plank of wood is, you know it's supposed to be straight, and I think that's why they call it a plank. Very good. Just a couple more seconds. Keep squeezing the best you can. And time. Good. Relax. Very good. Now we're going to flip over. This is kind of like a plank, only we're working the muscles in the back of our body. We call this a bridge. All right, so we're going to lay down on our back. All right, we're gonna lift our hips up in the air just like this, and we're gonna squeeze all these muscles in the back of our body. So the muscles in our low back, the muscles in our behind right here, and these hamstring muscles in the back of our leg. And what we wanna do is try to make a straight line all the way from the top of our knees, straight through our body and into our shoulders. Very good, keep it up. You guys are doing an awesome job. Remember, if this gets too hard at any point, you could just take a break, catch your breath, and we'll relax. Now I'm just gonna flip over onto all fours just like this. We're gonna do something called a donkey kick. All right, so you know when donkeys get mad, they start kicking their legs. So we're gonna do the same thing, but we're not gonna be so aggressive. I want you to keep these muscles right here nice and tight. I want you to keep your back flat, and we're gonna lift our foot up just like this. Now it's important when we do a donkey kick that we don't start sticking our belly button out like this. We wanna keep it nice and tight. All right, we're working these muscles right back here in the back of our leg, and we'll switch sides. Beautiful. Very good, we're getting close there. Just a couple more reps. All right. Now we've worked on these upper parts of our legs. Now we're gonna get the lower parts. We're gonna do something called a heel raise. I'm gonna let you see from the side. We're working on this muscle back here, the calf muscle. So we're gonna lift up on our toes and we're gonna relax. Squeeze that muscle, make that muscle really nice and strong. Again, we call that the calf muscle. Very good. Excellent. The floor is not going anywhere. Nothing in this room that I'm standing in is moving. So I want you to try to keep your eyes up. You don't need to look down at your feet. Let's see if for this last few seconds we can hold it up top. Maybe for another 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, now we've worked these muscles back here. These muscles are calf muscles down here. Now we're gonna use all those muscles. We're gonna do an exercise called a ready position. This is really important. Whether you play sports or if you're a dancer, all right, even if you're just lifting up a heavy package when you go out to get the mail. So just like this, all we're doing is pushing our hips back. Remember, today we're focused on using our brain to control our body. We wanna have great technique. Good, just like that. I'll show you from the side. I want you to notice when I do this, my ear, my shoulder, my hip, they're all still forming a straight line, even though I'm not standing perfectly upright. You guys keep pushing. We're almost at the end of this one. And very good. Really important to keep practicing that. Now, it's important that we practice all of these moves, even something as simple as a ready position, but then we have to progress. We have to do some things that are a bit more complex. So we're gonna go and do an exercise called a standing landing. So for this exercise, we're right here. We're gonna lift our feet about 1 inch off the ground, and we're just gonna stick our landing. And what do you know? I'm in that ready position that we were just doing 30 seconds ago. Lift our feet in the air, and we're in that ready position, just like that. I don't care what physical activity you like to do, you gotta be able to get into that position. Excellent job. Now we're gonna work on jumping forward and backward. All right, we're gonna jump over an imaginary line. Maybe you have a line somewhere in your house. Maybe you're doing this on a hardwood floor, and so you can use that line as your gauge for how far you're gonna jump. But I'm just gonna pretend there's a line right here. So I'm gonna jump forward and then take 2 steps back. Jump forward and take 2 steps back. Very good. Notice I'm still in that great ready position as soon as I land. All right. Just a couple more. We're almost there. If your legs are burning, that's okay. If you need a break, hey, you could pause the video. It's no big deal. Very good. And beautiful time. Now we're gonna do something that's gonna be intense. So catch your breath if you need to. Hey, this may not be a bad time to pause the video. We're gonna do side to side hops. I want you to focus on keeping those legs in a good alignment, hips, knees, and ankles right over one another. We're just gonna hop side to side. All right. Remember, today's about working hard. It's about using our brain to control our body. All right. Just like this. Good technique. Stay focused. Even when it gets hard, don't lose your focus. Very good. Let's get 3 more reps here. 1, 2, and 3. Great job. All right, we are starting to wrap up now. We're gonna move on to some agility exercises. So we're gonna go to something called a side shuffle. We'll take it slow for right now, just like that. We're moving sideways, working on catching our breath, using good technique, making sure that our body is always in a safe position. Right, we don't want our knees in like this. Really don't want them out either like that. We're somewhere right in between. And then we can pick up our speed a little bit. Excellent. You guys are awesome. Keep pushing. Like I said, we're almost at the end here. Very good. And excellent. We'll call a quick time there. All right, catch your breath. Our next agility exercise is called a chop and stop. We're chopping our feet, and we're gonna stop ourselves at a point somewhere if you're in your bedroom, or if you're in your basement, or even if you're outside, find a spot where you wanna stop. So we're gonna jog forward, chop, 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 and stop yourself just like that. Remember that ready position we talked about? That's exactly the position that we're gonna end up in. All right, so I don't care if you're jumping and landing. I don't care if you're chopping and stopping. I don't care if you're just squatting in the gym. We always wanna be in that ready position. All right, and if we're focused on doing it right, if our brain is in charge, telling our muscles what to do, it's much easier to get into that position. All right, excellent job. I think this might be our last exercise. We'll see how you guys do on it, all right? We're gonna run in place and we're gonna pause. All right, so we're gonna start jogging in place. Kind of looks like those butt kicks we were doing before. And then when I say pause, we're gonna freeze just like that. All right, and pause. Now I want you to work when you're pausing to keep those hips as level as possible. So you're really gonna have to lock in that brain, squeeze these muscles here, pause, so that our hips don't get too far out of whack. Very good. We're almost there, and pause. Ooh, lost my balance there. All right, we'll get our last one, and pause. Beautiful job. All right, you guys did an incredible job. Why don't we call it there? Hey, quick recap. Remember, this is in control of the rest of our body, right? Our brain controls the way that we move. All right, when you're exercising, playing sports, when you're lifting a heavy package, make sure that you remember to focus on the way that you're moving. That's really important. Hey, thanks so much for joining us today. It's been so great working out with you. Look forward to having you guys come back and join us tomorrow. All right, have a great day, guys.